What's going on, family? You know who it is. My name is Monica Sekhmet Grant. I am your host of the Mentorship Call, CEO of Young Boss Media. Shout out to you for tuning in on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I hope wherever you are, it is beautiful. The sun is beaming. It's a new moon. You start new projects. You getting your life together. You glowing and all that. Just be beautiful today and every day. So I'm coming to you from Harlem and I'm streaming all the way out to Nigeria. You know, I got to get the dopest people on. Yo, Mentorship Call is all about getting amazing people, black people, people that look like you doing amazing work in the world that can tell you like, yo, sis, this is how I did it. This is how I became an engineer, a pilot, a billionaire, and today a pharmacist. So today we're talking to a young sister. She's only 24 years old and she's doing amazing things. She's already started her own organization and she's big on making sure that us people are using the right drugs and prescriptions so that we're not overdosing, self-medicating, doing harm to our own bodies, you know. And so she's all about that well-being. She's the founder of MedGlobe Initiative at the young age of 24. When I was 24, I started a few organizations, but you know, I was partying. You know, I was getting it. You know, so like I'm young boss, but you know, like I'm trying to correct my wrongs. I'm trying to fix some karma over here. So I'm so appreciative of this sister for actually taking action at the young age of 24. Her name is Kachi, and she is out in Nigeria. She's a pharmacist. I want to bring her to the show right now. Sister, how are you doing today?
Hello, good evening, good afternoon from Nigeria. I'm doing perfectly well. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So you're 24. You're a pharmacist. You're doing great things. You've already started a global organization. Tell me just a little bit about who you are and how you got started.
Okay, so my name is Onyekachukwu Nwakoby. I am a pharmacist, like you rightly said. I am 24 years old. I went to Central University, Ghana to study pharmacy. I graduated, I think, 2017. And I had to come back to Nigeria to practice. And seeing everything going on in our system, like, I mean, everybody knows Nigeria, and we are not really that top notch in our healthcare system. So seeing everything, the way things are done, the way people are abusing their medications.
Mm,
Most times people come to the pharmacy and they come to complain that, oh, what I took before did not work, and then you ask them, what did you take? And you hear them saying, oh, I don't know what I took, the doctor just gave me white pills. And I'm like, okay, you
got it.
don't know the name of the medication that you are taking and everything. So I just felt like, people don't really know about what they're taking. That's the reason why they will end up either abusing their medications or even self-medicating. And I was like, okay, let me do something about it. Let me correct this wrong. That's how I founded MedGlobe. So initially, MedGlobe was just to preach about the pros and cons of self-medicating,
Mhm.
also to teach people about the right medications to use for a particular disease condition. But somewhere along the line, we started getting calls from, because MedGlobe is purely for medical professionals. So we have doctors, we have nurses, we have pharmacists, we have medical lab scientists, we have microbiologists, everybody that's related to the health field. They are the ones that are our members. And so we started getting calls from organizations to, volunteer, since we are medical volunteers. And it's not that common in Nigeria to have just an organization of purely medical people there
Mm.
that are giving back to, that are volunteers. So we got so many calls, and I was like, okay, let's just add it into what we do. It's also part of giving back to the society. And that's how we started. We started with just 6 people, 6 medical volunteers, but now we are over 70. And successfully we have reached out to about 4,000 people. Yeah, so we started organizing medical outreaches, free medical outreaches. So many people in Nigeria, they are underprivileged and
Yeah.
they do not have access to good and quality medical care. So we organize free medical outreaches for them. We collaborate with other organizations and share medications to them. We consult for free. We do series of tests for them for free, and then we dispense medications too. for them. Currently, we are planning our another medical outreach for COVID-19. That's next week Saturday. Our plan is to reach out to 300 families. That's approximately, let me say, 4,000 people, because in a family you have mother, father, maybe 2 children, 3 children. So that's what we are currently working on, and I can say, you know, we have been successful. MedGov has really been successful, and I'm really glad
Sounds
to have
like
been able
it.
to reach out to a whole lot of people, and we are still, reaching out to so many people. So yeah,
So first, I wanted to let everybody know she said I could call her Kachi. So
yeah,
when I introduced her as Kachi, and then she said her full name, she said I could call her Kachi. So
yeah.
that's a sister, and she's a pharmacist, and she's getting it, Sister Kachi. Now, I have a few questions for you because you're doing really amazing work, and
Thank you.
yeah, and I want to give some context to what you're doing and to go a little deeper, particularly because we're in a medical crisis.
Hmm.
Can you tell us what Nigeria was like prior to Corona and what it's like now? Just give us an understanding of folks that have never been to Nigeria. What could we expect if we got sick or if we needed medical attention? What was it like prior to Corona and what is it like now?
Well, to be honest, when it first started, nobody believed. Even till now, people still do not believe that coronavirus is real, and so
Hmm.
it was kind of hard to get people who maybe have made contact with people that had the virus. Because people were kind of like, no, this is not real. I don't want to stay in this place and everything. But when we began to create awareness concerning coronavirus, and people had, you know, tests started going on and everything, it kind of became more manageable. But when it first started, it was awful. I'm not even going to lie,
Hmm.
because like I said initially, our healthcare system is not really top notch. So we have to start putting things in places, building isolation centers for people that had the virus, and also developing, or should I say, taking care of our medical facilities more. Most times the government facilities we're kind of neglected. So the government had to start looking deeper into the government health facilities, and helping people basically. But right now, if I should compare then to now, I would say we've really done a lot.
Okay.
We've really, really done a lot. Yes, there's been a lot of improvement. We've had so many isolation centers built by different governors to be able to accommodate people. And we've had people that have, they've stayed there, they've been admitted there and been discharged too. I can say our treatment, or people that have been treated from the virus, is quite encouraging and way
Hmm.
better than it was when it first started.
Mm. What were people on the street like? Just regular black folks. Like, what were they saying when Corona first hit? Because I know what folks in America were saying. We can't get it. It's a white person's disease.
Exactly. Yeah. In fact, in Nigeria, it was kind of like they felt it was a scam. So
Hmm.
when they see, maybe like because I was still working at the pharmacy, and of course I had to use my face mask and my hand gloves and everything. And so when they see me maybe going to the market, and some of them would begin to pass side comments like, "Oh, what does she think she's doing? That this cannot
Hmm.
happen to us. We are Nigerians. We are used to getting cold." Because I think over there you guys take like the flu shots.
Yes.
Over here we do not do that.
Okay.
So there was this whole talk that they are not used to having cold or getting the virus and everything, but our skin is tough. And so at some point, we felt embarrassed using the face mask. We had to just kind of just remove it so that people do not even become virulent or anything, because they're like, what do you think you're doing, all those stuff. But yeah, it's crazy.
Our people are so funny.
They'll tell you, I don't know anybody that has had corona, so why do you expect me to believe it?
Yeah. And,
Mm,
and and then you meet the first one, and it's like, oh,
exactly.
this is
Oh wow, this
real.
is real.
This is
Exactly.
real. What did because you know the numbers over here, they were crazy. What were the numbers in Nigeria? How many people got actually got sick with corona, roughly?
I think for now we are over 20,000 people that have
Oh,
been
that, yeah,
infected with it.
yeah.
Yes, and I would say that is because we have not really been doing as much tests as we should.
Okay.
Like Donald Trump said, the reason why America's case is really, really high and everything is because you guys are actually doing tests.
We're doing more
You
tests.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are doing the tests and everything. But over here, you have to like have the symptoms, like really have
Okay.
the symptoms before you can do the test and everything. And even when you have the symptoms too, some people will tell you, no, they don't have coronavirus. Maybe they have a cold, and so they will not do the test. So I think for now we just the few people that have done the test, we're over 20,000, and that was just recently. I don't think we've reached 30,000 people in
Okay.
Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because by the time you have the symptoms, you don't know who you've been around. You probably went to the market. You probably went out and with your
Yeah.
family. Yeah, yeah. So we're in this still for a minute. Like we don't know what this is going to turn out to become.
Yeah.
We don't know. So tell me, like, how did you get in the lane of being a pharmacist? What made you want to start this career?
So I've always been right when I was a child. I think every child wanted to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to be a doctor, but I just felt like doctors really. I'm somebody that has always wanted to help people and not just saying I want to help people. I want to be able to see them. I want to be able to speak to them, communicate with them, and know exactly how I can help you and everything. So I felt like, well, doctors they help, but being a community pharmacist makes me even in more, I mean, more accessible to people, especially in the community, because before you go to the hospital, you definitely go to your community pharmacy
Right.
first. Yeah. So it just gave me this accessibility to people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to promote health. That is something that I have grown up with, and okay, I can do it in this way, and I think I'll even see more. I'll feel more fulfilled doing this than staying in the hospital, and whoever comes, there's no, I don't know, but like that connection is not really there because it's more professional at the hospital. But at the community pharmacy, sometimes people just come to the pharmacy just to talk, especially old people.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
they're just coming to just to, you find out, you tell them, oh, they'll be like, I was bored at home, I didn't have anybody to talk to. And so I'm like, okay, let me see my pharmacist. And we spend like 2 hours just talking. And in the process, I begin to ask you, oh,
I
okay, have you
love
taken your
that.
medications today? No. Are you finding it difficult in taking your medication? What don't you understand about your drugs? And it's more personal. So
Right.
you're
Right.
helping this person, and you can always check up on the person. You can always follow up on the medication that the person is on. So that I was just like, this is what I want.
I love that. I love that you are the community pharmacist. I think when I read through your bio, I just kind of saw like you working in the hospital and just,
Oh
kind of being
no.
very sterile. But you're in the community, you're with the people. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Thank
has
you.
to be so fulfilled. I can almost see like the stories, the movies that can be created
Oh.
around all of the people
Oh.
that come into
Wow.
your space.
Yeah. A whole lot of things.
You got to know why people are stressed out, how they're using it, what their grandkids are doing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really beautiful. I can tell you live a very blessed life. That's amazing.
Yeah. Really blessed life too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all about being in the center of my community because I feel like our people just even though we go through a lot, we're also
Mm-hmm.
colorful and funny and charismatic, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's just a very flavorful life that it's nonstop. It's nonstop something going on. No, that's
Exactly.
so cool. Good for you, sis. Good for you. Now, you're
Thank you.
you're young. You're young. You're 24 years old. Is this normal to be in a position like this at this age in
Well,
Nigeria?
well, I'll say right now, everybody is coming up, especially our youths.
Hmm.
But initially, it was kind of like, because obviously with my age, I started Med Globe when I was 22.
Okay.
So when I came up with the vision and the plans and everything, it was kind of like, this girl is crazy. Like, What does she think she's saying? What does she think she wants to do and everything? So I would say like the people didn't really believe that, this is what I wanted to do because of my age. And so
Right.
even when I approached people maybe to partner with me, maybe I wanted to do this maybe organize a medical outreach or something, and then I'm reaching out to maybe like high top people, and they're like, nah, how am I sure you're not going to mess this up? You're just 22 years and
Yeah.
everything. But that was then. Right now, a whole lot of youths are coming up. They are starting their own organizations, they are volunteering, they are finding a way to make Nigeria better. Because I had these people ask me, why did you start and everything. I'm like, I saw a problem in Nigeria, and I'm not going to continue to wait till our government does something, because to be honest, we're tired of waiting.
Yeah.
So I can also be a solution, to this problem. Instead of just waiting, let me just do what I can. And when the thing is, when people see you doing this thing, because I've got lots of messages from also other young pharmacists, and they're like, oh, that I had this same vision to do this thing, but I was kind of like not really really sure about it. But seeing you do this, I'm really encouraged. I'm going to do mine.
Yeah.
So it's just, because if everybody sit down and look at their age or something, nothing will really be going on. But I think people just want to see somebody doing it, and you never know, you're inspiring, you never know, you're encouraging to do it. So yeah, right now we have lots of we have lots of
You there?
lots of young people.
Hi, are you there?
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes. On my side, you froze.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So right now we have a whole lot of young people, change makers, people that want to do a whole lot of things, and it's really, really impressive to see that you have inspired people. I've also encouraged people, young people like me too.
So that was a question that I had as well when you first started speaking about, like, so Nigeria is the capital of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Just straight up. And like, you yourself are a young boss. You are like the definition of a young boss. So I love it. I'm giving you so much energy and light right now. I love it.
Thank
Um,
you.
describe to us some of the inventions and some of the creations that you've seen your peers come up with during this time of crisis. What kind of businesses have emerged? What kind of masks, what kind of devices have emerged during this time?
Well, I think right now the popular or the most common one is people have started, initially when this whole stuff started, the price for sanitizers, hand wash was a whole lot,
Mm,
and so people began to watch videos on how to make these things, and they've been like, I know a whole lot of people, a whole lot of pharmacies that started producing theirs, and they're making a whole lot of money from it. Also with the face shield, people have come up with different designs, different ways, you can use this face shield at the same time, so that you are protecting yourself and you're also being fashionable about it.
mhm.
uh the
Because we
face
gotta have
mask has
that.
been yeah, also the with the face mask too. People have tried to make it more fashionable, I would say. They've used different materials,
Hmm.
different beads and every other thing just to make the face mask. So that's really really nice. People have also started their own NGOs too.
Hmm.
So people have been able to, I know people started feeding. I know an organization that just started, and they what they do is every weekend they feed children. I think 1,000 children
Oh,
every weekend.
wow.
Yeah, I know people that also just give medications to some people that are not able to access these medications. I also know one that started, so it was just for people that are living with hypertension and diabetes, because obviously you know that they are kind of really, really at a high risk of having complications of COVID-19. And so
Mhm.
most of them, they found it difficult to go to the pharmacist to get their medications filled and everything. And so I know people that have started organizations just to help those people to get their medications for them and all. There's a whole lot of things that have been happening in Nigeria. Like I said, Nigeria is like the capital of entrepreneurship. A
It
whole lot
is.
of things have started. People have started so many things, even new apps too for meetings. People have started developing that. It's just a lot. It's just, and people are still doing more. People are still doing more.
Yeah, no, this. Every time I interview somebody from Nigeria, like that's the question. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all are the capital entrepreneurship. I just want to
Yes.
be a fly on the wall of all this dynamic creation. I love it.
People are still doing more. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Cause when I see you in America, it's just like the brilliance. It's like, oh man, yeah, that's a great idea, and you're doing it. Oh man, that's amazing. So I think it's one of the best stereotypes to have, is to be from Nigeria and to know like
Yeah.
you will survive anywhere and make it look
Anywhere
so.
we are born hustlers. I will say that.
Yes,
We
yes.
can survive.
And in America, in hip hop culture, we love the hustler. We love the person that will take nothing and turn it into something amazing. So much love to Nigeria, straight up.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. My father actually did his blood test, and it came back that we have some Nigerian in our blood. So I was like, that makes sense.
Yay!
That makes sense. So I definitely have to get over there whenever
Yeah, you
we can
should.
fly 2021 because I want to see everything.
Yeah.
Now, now let's talk about drug adherence because I see that in your bio that's something that you're a strong proponent of, making sure that people use the right prescriptions and they take care of themselves. Why is this important?
Well, just to get the optimum effect of what that medication is for, so maybe you're supposed to take let me see, what should I even use now? I want to give an example. Maybe your okay, I'll use it in the Nigeria context.
Mhm.
So just let me say your anti-malaria, because we
Okay.
do that, we take
Yeah.
that most times. Yes. And so most times it's for 3 days. I preach about this because we tend to abuse these medications really, really well.
Mhm.
And maybe on the first day, you're supposed to take it for 3 days, twice in a day for 3 days. Right. But most times after taking it on the first, or should I say the second day, you feel a whole lot better. And
Mhm.
it's like you don't even have the malaria anymore. But what you don't know is that the traces of the parasite might still be in your body. But
Okay.
most times, because we are feeling okay, because we are feeling better, why should I complete that medication? And what you don't know is that you are developing resistance to that parasite. Now, the next time you want to take the medication, it might not really work for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Because the
because
bacteria
obviously,
might have grown strong and resistant to it.
exactly, they must have grown resistant to it, and so that's why you find out people that normally take these medications, they will tell you, I took it and I still feel worse. I don't feel better. It's because they abuse that medication. And most times, some of them also, they will take both of them together. Maybe you take it without food, they'll take it with, so there's just a whole lot of
Right.
things. Yeah. And that's why I felt the need to educate them on the proper way to use their medication, because most drugs require this kind of food. Most drugs do not require you taking it with food. Most drugs you're supposed to take it at night and everything. But
Mhm.
most people, they will just tell you take this medication for 5 days, and that is all. Like, you're not even explaining to this person how the person should take it, why the person should even take it, and what will happen if you do not take this medication. So that's why I'm really, really passionate about spreading the word about drug adherence. Because when you do
Amazing.
all these things, when you take your medications in the right way, how you should take it and everything, with the right necessary precautions and everything, you will find out that you will get way better, and the chances of it reoccurring is kind of really, really slim, especially with
Right.
infections and maybe UTIs and all those stuffs. So
Right.
that's what we're trying to avoid. We don't want you to take medications a whole lot. So if you don't want to keep on taking this particular medication, then just do the right thing the first time.
Right. Just do it right the first time, so we're not here again. Please
Exactly.
help me help you.
Help you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So through MedGlobe, are and you're organizing medical professionals. Are you training them then how to train and educate their community?
Of
Is that how it
course,
works?
of course. So, like I said, because we didn't just want anybody to join, and then we have to go through the whole process of telling you about maybe these health procedures or all those other stuff. So that's why we find just the medical professionals already have a lot of knowledge about these things, like maybe health conditions and everything. And so before every medical outreach, we undergo series of trainings on how to be a good volunteer, how to be a passionate volunteer, because it's not just about saying you want to go back, and you need to be passionate about it. These are people that are kind of like, they are the underprivileged ones, and so you don't want to show them, you don't want to really make it very obvious in their faces that, oh, I know that because you don't have anything, and you have to be passionate about it. So we
Mhm.
do series of tests, we do series of training sessions, we speak to them about it, the do's and the don'ts, and yeah. And then we also train ourselves too. So as a pharmacist, maybe you as a nurse might not have a whole lot of idea about this medication. So,
Mhm.
we train you on that. And then in any way, maybe because in Nigeria, we do not give, we don't, pharmacists do not give injections. But
Okay.
through volunteering and through volunteering with them, I've learned how to give injections through our sessions, our training and everything. So yeah.
Got it. So just to let you know, my mom is a nurse, so that's why I can understand everything you're saying. I talk to
Oh,
her every
okay.
day, so I get her work life. Let me ask you this: how much of what you see when people are walking into your pharmacy, um, is their illness or sickness caused by stress or poor diet or just their lifestyle? How much of their illness is created by lifestyle?
I'll say almost every almost everybody that walks into the pharmacy is due to their lifestyle,
Hmm.
especially the elderly ones. And Nigeria is full of stress. Let me just put it like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be. Everybody is stressed, so that's why even when an irate customer comes into the pharmacy, we understand, because maybe this person has stayed in the traffic for 5 hours.
Mm.
Is that alone is stress.
Mm.
So there's a whole lot that has to do with their lifestyle. Yeah, I think basically the most common is their lifestyle, and also their standard of living too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Which is more stress.
Which is more of stress. But I'll say everybody that comes into the pharmacy, you see somebody that will tell you, oh, I've been working throughout non-stop. I've not slept in days. And now I begin to show signs of malaria symptoms. So
Mm.
even common malaria too, it's because they've stressed themselves. So
Got it.
everything is just related to stress.
They've broken down their immune system, so now they're accessible to malaria and
Any
other
form
things.
of, yeah.
Got it. So what? So in America, I know we're now putting focus on yoga, meditation, things like that. Is there a natural health movement happening in Nigeria to help reduce that stress?
Of course. So right now in Nigeria, we are more of, especially in the pharmacy profession. So there's something we call pharmaceutical care. It's not just about giving medication and giving medications. We also try to introduce the idea of taking supplements also.
Hmm.
So natural supplements to help your medications work better.
Got it.
Also, we don't just give your medications like that. We also advise you on lifestyle modifications to take.
Right.
So, if you need to reduce your salt intake, if you need to reduce your alcohol intake, if you need to stop smoking, yeah, and, even try to kind of
Yeah.
rest because
Yeah.
of the stress and everything. So we would definitely tell you that
Yeah.
it's not just one of the days when, especially the pharmacy where I work right now, it is Nigeria's first integrated pharmacy. And so
What does that mean? The first integrated.
we are the ones that before we are just kind of selling just essential medications. So just your normal regular Panadol, paracetamol, or your prescribed medications. But the pharmacy where I'm working now, we kind of introduced, like I said, natural supplements,
Okay. Got
multivitamins,
it.
and all those also counseling and everything to
Integrative
Nigeria
health.
pharmacy system. Yeah.
Got it. That's amazing. That's amazing. I laugh because uh, I live in Harlem, and so sometimes I'll see people with their mask to the side, smoking a cigarette with a walker, and it's like, stop smoking a cigarette. And I feel like I keep seeing this picture of somebody limping with a cigarette, and it's like, if you would stop smoking, you might be able to fix other things in your body.
Yeah, people
But
don't really understand that, but I think now people are more with the kind of awareness that have been raised and created concerning, heart conditions and other
mhm,
stuffs. Yeah, I think people are more aware now, and so normally when before when somebody comes to the pharmacy and maybe the person is hypertensive or something, when you just tell them stop smoking, it's kind of like a war. Like how do you, how can you tell me to stop smoking?
you
It's kind
just
of like
cursed at
it's
them.
my lifestyle. Do you understand? Exactly. But right now, when you tell them, oh, you need to stop smoking, obviously, I know that you cannot really just stop like that because it's not really something that you can just stop immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
But, it's something that you can reduce and work towards stopping it generally. So, but now when you tell people, oh, you need to stop smoking, you need to reduce the way you smoke, you need to reduce your alcohol intake, they are even more should I say cooperative than before when nobody knew anything about hypertension. You just hear, oh, somebody slumped, and then they'll be like, oh, is somebody from the village or something. But now people are more aware, and nobody wants to die.
That's
you
true.
know
Nobody
and so
wants to
when you
die.
tell them this is actually going to help you, it's not going to cure you from this heart condition, but it's going to actually help you, even help your medications work better. Most times they adhere to it. They are more than willing to stop and take on with the lifestyle modifications that we counseled about. So yeah,
They get it.
right now.
Okay.
And then even now people are now also aware of yoga, like you said,
Hmm.
meditations, and all this aromatherapy and
Hmm.
the rest. So yeah, we're getting there. It's not something that everybody is used to or everybody is aware of, but we are getting there.
We know our people. Let me ask you this: is there a vegan or vegetarian movement happening in Nigeria?
Well, we,
No,
we love our meat.
no.
No, but I would say that you cannot tell a Nigerian to stop
Right.
taking any bomb. Nah. They'll look at you like you must be crazy. You must be crazy. But we are taking more of our vegetables and fruits right now. We
Got
are
it.
doing we are doing like it's something that everybody is now doing. We are getting there. It's not something that we are really excited about, but it's going to make us live longer. So, so,
I
so we are going
told
to
you.
do
I
it.
told you there's no right or wrong to this. I just think it's hilarious. It's not good or bad. It's just funny. 'Cause I
But
think
people
it,
that, but we have vegans actually. We have
uh-huh.
vegetarians in Nigeria, but you will find out that most people that are vegans and vegetarians, they are people that they live over there and they just came back.
Got it. Got it.
But a natural, I will not say natural Nigerian, a real Nigerian. Nah, we are joking. Just stop it.
I think here in America we don't trust the meat. We don't trust the food. And so
Okay.
I think if there's a better relationship with where the food come from, that
Mm-hmm.
changes the entire experience. Like we
Oh.
don't trust America. We got real serious. We got trust issues with our government, with the grocery store. Where did this come from? Because we don't see
Wow.
the farms. We don't
Oh.
see the nature and where it's grown. We just don't go to the market, you know, because
Most of them are processed or
right,
synthesized.
right. So yeah, so we got complete trust issues with what we put in our body,
It's
you know. But yeah,
for
if I
Nigeria, we kill it by ourselves. Like we see this chicken, we have it, we kill it before we eat it. We see the goat, we see the cow, we kill everything by ourselves. Our
yeah,
vegetables, we are the ones that cultivate it and everything by ourselves. So yeah, I think it's the trust issues that
yeah,
you guys.
that's a whole different relationship. So I get it. I get it. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. I just think it's funny. Well, tell me this: when I come to Nigeria, what kind of shots do I need to have?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I need yellow fever, but what else would I
yeah.
need?
Yellow fever. I don't think. I think it's just yellow fever that you need to take, and then but you also have to start a prophylaxis for malaria
Okay.
because
How long would I have to take that?
it depends on the medication. But I think maybe a week before you start, and then when you come to Nigeria, you're also going to be on that medication for the period that you are in Nigeria, and then when you leave Nigeria, you're so you're going to take just so that you know you eradicate every form of the parasite because trust me, you're definitely going to be bitten by
Yeah.
mosquitoes. So just to prevent getting malaria
Okay.
and then being quarantined over there. I know that that's not something that you want to go through.
Mm-mm.
Just take the prophylaxis and you'll be fine.
I'm gonna let you help me. Thank you.
No problem. No
I'll do that.
problem.
And I have one more question. Maybe one or two more questions.
Okay.
Everybody's afraid of the Corona COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we think it's Bill Gates trying to poison us and
Mm-hmm.
depopulate the planet and get rid of black folks.
Black people, yeah.
Yeah, is that the same conversation in Nigeria? And as a medical professional, is it true? Is it not? Like, what should we feel about this?
To be honest, as a medical professional, I'm seriously not supposed to be talking about, if with the old Bill Gates stuff because we actually want to get rid of this corona, right? And if getting the vaccines is something that we need to do, well, why not? You
Got
know,
it.
yeah. But with the things that we've been hearing and the things that we've seen,
So
it's something that we are not really.
how do we know if it's? Because I'm telling you, we got mad trust issues. We don't trust nobody. How do we know if it's safe? Because like, because it's gonna be like I'm gonna let them go ahead and try it, and if they don't die,
Then
I'll
you
let
can take
them.
it.
Then I'll take it. But we got so many trust issues. How do we know if it's safe?
Yeah, I'll just say, but I know blacks that have actually used the vaccine, and
Mhm.
they're still seeing, but they're still observing them. I'll just say, if you
They're
don't want to
still
go through all
observing
that, if you don't want to go through all that stress of having to get the vaccine, just stay safe and try not to get the coronavirus.
it. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Just
Don't
stay in
go
your
anywhere.
house. Yeah.
Now, would the coronavirus would the vaccine only be for people that had gotten sick from corona, or is it for like everybody? Would everybody have to take it?
Well, since it's a vaccine, it's definitely going to be everybody, so that your immune system will be able to the vaccine is going to help your immune system to kind of get immunity over the virus and everything. So I think it will be, but I mean, we really don't know the kind of vaccine that they've given them. It might be for people that have had it, so that they do not get a reoccurrence, or it might
Okay.
be for people that have not had it, so that they don't even get it at all. So right now, we are not really sure of the kind of vaccine that is being given to them. But
Listen,
hopefully, it's not for everybody.
as my pharmacist, I'm telling you, my immune system is good. I don't want that vaccine. Don't you let them bring me that vaccine.
I mean, if you want to leave, you just have to take the vaccine. You have no
Oh, it's
choice.
horrible. Well, I'm gonna definitely have to have you back when we get more information about this
Oh,
vaccine,
no
so
problem.
you
No
can break it
problem.
down to us. Because yeah, we got trust issues. We don't trust nobody.
Everybody. We
Now
don't want to die, so
we don't want to die, and we don't want to be chipped, because that's the next thing. They're chipping us, and they're gonna track us, and then they're sterilizing us so we can't reproduce. So just in case you haven't heard these conspiracy theories, I'm gonna let you know what's happening on this side of the Atlantic, just so you know, and discuss that within your teams, and so we can figure out this. But
Okay.
thank you so much for your time. If there's anybody
It's
watching this,
been mhm.
go ahead, go ahead.
Also, it's been amazing. I'm really, really glad to have been able to share my experience through this platform. Hopefully, I must have, I'm sure Nigerians, and not just Nigerians, but every other young person watching this video, I really hope I've kind of encouraged somebody to start up that organization or to do something to be that change in their community. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, and I would love to do this again.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And you said you were shy. I said we about to have fun. This is gonna be fun, sis. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Now, if there's somebody that would like to support MedGlobe or maybe give y'all some funding, send money your way, if they're a medical professional and they like to join, how would they reach out to you?
Okay, so you can just send a mail to us on medglobevolunteers@gmail.com,
Okay.
or they can also reach out to us on Instagram. So that is MedGlobe Initiative,
Got it.
at
Got
MedGlobe
it.
Initiative. Yeah, so they can just send us a DM or send us an email.
Got it. So on Instagram, MedGlobe Initiatives, and their
Yeah,
email is medglobevolunteer@gmail,
gmail.com. Yeah.
gmail.com. Thank you so much,
Mm.
sis, for your time and your
Thank you,
information.
Monica.
This is
Thank
amazing.
you.
Yes,
Thank
we will
you.
be in
Thank you
touch
so much.
soon. Take care of yourself and be
No
safe and
problem.
be healthy.
You too, be safe and be healthy. We don't want
Take
to be using the virus, the vaccine, please.
We don't want that vaccine over here. No, 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 no. We don't want
Exactly.
it. We don't want it.
All right, bye.
Peace, peace, sis.
Okay, bye.
Oh man, that was so amazing. That was so amazing. Listen, listen. I love my life. I have the dopest interviews. I interview the dopest people. Listen, she started the interview by saying she was shy. I said, baby, ain't no wrong answers. We are about to have fun with this because I need information about Corona. I need information about what's going on, about these Nigerian entrepreneurs creating different businesses during Corona. Listen, Young Boss Media trying to give it to you. We're trying to give you the game. So if you miss any part of this conversation, go back, listen to it, replay, and just watch all the mentorship calls because that's all we're going for is how do we survive in changing times. I'm bringing to you Black folks that look like you, beautiful people that speak like you, that understand our experiences from all across the world. So that's my time. Now, if you would like to see more, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to youngboss.com. You can learn all about our different programs. And if you have not already, make sure that you go purchase Mind Your Business and Prosper. That is available for pre-order right now at Young Boss Media. It is a young entrepreneur's guide to being successful. And the goal of this book is to give young people a little bit of my life story, my game, all my hard lessons that I just had to learn. I could have skipped them, but I just had to learn them and how they played out in me forming Young Boss Media, which is a global company. And I got some news. We are now opening our London and Asian office. So that is to be coming soon. We already have our Young Boss Africa established. So just a lot of great things happening for us right now. And all of it's in the book. It happens in the book. So the book is open for global release on August 17th. So if you are one of the many people that are coming onto the website and you live in South Africa, Dubai, Australia, and you can't pre-order the book just yet, I'm leaving all of the international shipping up to Amazon. So on August 17th, that's also Marcus Garvey's birthday, the book will be on Amazon for global release. You'll be able to get it shipped anywhere. I'm gonna let Amazon deal with that. But for right now, the pre-order is just for within the states and Puerto Rico, all the U.S. territories. But yo, that's my time. Thank you so much. Be blessed, and I'll be back tomorrow, Monday, for Mind Your Business Monday. You know what time it is. We got to get it in. Young Boss Media, y'all. Peace and love.